Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It has been a while. I keep saying I'm going to do better, but it is what it is. Life's busy. I'm busy. Woodworking stuff's been busy. It's been taking off. Sold more this year than we have any year. Also firewood. Firewood's taken off like it usually does. It seems like we're doing better this year though. And moving a lot of wood. So, hey! Dogs. We're moving a lot of wood this year, so I got a lot of goals for today. It's one of my days off. I go back to work tomorrow, so I gotta get as much as I can done. And part of that is over there in the corner. I need that rack to put more oak, which is these two racks is oak. Stuff along the fence is mostly maple. It is mixed with some stuff. It does have walnut. It does have a little bit of oak, and I believe it's elm. I don't remember exactly, but I'm still trying to learn my woods, but I need to get that stuff moved over to the mixed wood so I can use that rack for oak that I got in the driveway. It's got to move today too. So less talking, more action. Let's get going. Alright guys, so this little bit right here was in the back corner of that rack that we had. It's seasoned oak and a little bit of walnut, but it's stuff we were trying to keep in the corner for us. That corner was supposed to be ours. Kind of got overran, plans changed. I don't really like having to restack wood, but sometimes you gotta do it. But the more times I touch it, in my opinion, to move it or do anything with it, the less money I'm making because I have to put more main hours in. So I don't like doing that, but so if you guys are on, you guys can see there's a couple pieces we use to bridge gap. Really, this rack needs to get brought out, cut out, and burned. Maybe I need to make a new one to come in its place, but there's a lot of breaking. And that's all broke, so we put a couple logs there. Another broken spot here. Just kind of a little wibble wobble. Firewood's a lot of weight, and really pallets out here in this kind of condition and environment for what we're using usually only make it about 2 years, and then they're pretty much done.
I think these are like 4 years old.
I think
at least 3.
I think they're 3 years, but usually about 2 is what you get max from what I've seen with other people. I watch a lot of firewood YouTube channels, but it seems like everybody's right around like the 2 or 3 year mark they have to replace them. So a lot of people are trying to find other ways to stack off firewood besides using pallets. You know, you can get them for free pretty much. I do, but it just sucks having to redo everything a couple years. So we're gonna go get. We got more of this oak out in the driveway. Some of it's split, some of it's not. The stuff that's split is gonna come back into this corner. The stuff that's not is going to be split, and then. If you guys have been following us for a while, you know what that section back there is. All the way behind the wood. And it does not look like... It doesn't look like what it's supposed to look like. It's supposed to be a garden. Looks like a wild field or something, but...
We've had a very late summer this year. It's been getting down to 40 degrees even a couple days ago at night, so a lot of people that already planted their gardens around Mother's Day like normal, they're replanting, their stuff's dying, they're not doing good. So we always start a little later. We always start towards the beginning, second week of June, somewhere in there is usually when I plant, because I know that happens almost every year. Not normally as bad as it has been this year, but it always happens. We have not planted anything yet because, partially because of that. It's kind of at the point where we should be planting, but we can't. We're late at getting that cleaned up.
That's the other goal for today. So we're gonna go. I think the wheelbarrow's out front. We're gonna start grabbing oak, bringing it back here, stacking it off, and then we're gonna have to yank the splitter out and fire it up. So stick around. Alright guys, Crystal's over there trying to create a world's largest bonfire in a small backyard pit. But since we recorded, we did get that corner. Kind of hard to see, but we got that corner stacked off. The oak that was in the driveway. We started kind of just mowing. Like I took our Ryobi electric mower and just kind of started mowing right in here. And over by the shed, kind of working on cleaning up this garden. But this whole area, we put pallets down there for more wood. We got possibly some cherry that we're going to be snatching up probably this weekend. Partly because of the reason I'll tell you in a second, but we're really just kind of like none of this is supposed to be grass. Any of this.
We got more grass in the garden than the yard.
None of this was all dirt last year. Every year we rototill it up, take the grass out. It's all dirt, and then every spring we gotta do it all over again. I don't want to spray anything because we grow our food back here. So like because we have our food, I really try to watch what we do back here. So everything back here we usually try to do organic, all natural stuff, just because we're growing our food. So I don't know what else I can really do. If you guys got suggestions, you can leave them down in the comments. I'll read them, and maybe we'll try some of them. We did start splitting some oak in the driveway, which we'll show you guys here in a little bit. We started splitting. I did it off camera because we had the boys out here. They both, for whatever reason, this year decided to take a shine into coming out and helping us. So we've been working with the boys. This was the second time?
Second time on the splitter.
This is the second time they've been on the log splitter itself. They've come out here. Most of that wood they stacked. I think most of it they stacked by themselves.
Yeah.
So they've been stacking wood for us. Twice now we've let them on the log splitter. The reason I'm kind of slow right now is you're not going to be able to pick it up, but I caught my finger and caught it, not cut it. I caught my finger in the log splitter and I did a real number on it. It's hurting pretty bad. It's not broke, I can move it, and I'm hoping I got the bleeding to slow and stop enough under my nail where I won't have to put a needle through it. But I'm pretty sure the last time I put a drill bit through it because it was easier. But it's a lesson, a life lesson I got to teach the boys. I mean, it was an accident and it couldn't have been avoided. I mean, it could have been avoided, but it's something I do all the time. The only difference is I'm usually on the controls. This time I had the boys on the controls, and I felt it shift and the pressure, but because I wasn't on the controls, I didn't get stopped quick enough. And that was really the difference. Like it's not something I haven't done thousands of times, but the only difference is I wasn't on the controls, and I need to kind of learn that when the boys are on the controls, I need to be a little more careful where I put my finger digits. So nothing big. It's like I told the boys, I didn't lose a finger. You know, it hurts really bad, but life lessons for them, life lessons for me. You know, I'm trying to pump out as much firewood as I can because I have limited time. I don't do this full time. I have a full-time job, so I have to do this on my days off, and I try to pump out as much as I can. So I'm over here rushing, and when I'm out here with the kids, I need to slow down. I need to take more time, and that was my fault. So life lessons for them, life lessons for me, and hopefully lessons for you guys so you don't do it too. You know, 25-ton splitter is nothing to joke around with, and chainsaws and all the other fun stuff we play with as adults, we need, you know, stop getting complacent with it. So I'm not sure if we're going to do any firewood the rest of the day. I really can't grip a whole lot with the hand, so there's stuff out here we can do. Like we definitely need to work on the garden. We definitely work on the garden. Yeah, we got a lot of work out here to do that I feel confident that we could get done in my current state. I'm probably gonna go back inside, grab the ice pack, ice my finger again, because it is feeling better and the ice was helping, but the ice pack wasn't cold anymore, so I had to stick it back in the freezer. So I'll probably go ice it for a little bit longer, and then I'll probably come back out. And do we want to just do the garden, or?
We'll probably be working on the garden. We might work a little bit more on firewood when the boys want to come back out, because they're taking an interest, like he said. After he hurt himself, me and the boys continued splitting a little bit more. Once we made sure he was okay, because they didn't want to quit yet. They're taking a break right now. They'll probably come back out, and when they do, I might go work with them a little bit, and he can take a break, because I'm sure he's going to be taking periodic breaks just to kind of ice the finger. I'll show you probably at some point, whether it's this video or a coming video, a couple other things that we did last year to try to have it. Well, the raspberries we've had for a couple years to keep coming back, but they're just not producing good in that spot, so they have to get moved to a new location. Plus, they're trying to take over our backyard, which isn't very large at this point anyway. And then there's another spot that we did mint and lemon balm and stuff that comes up every year that I need to kind of clear and see what it looks like this year.
Yeah, so when we get ready to move that stuff and work in that areas, we can show it to you. But the boys are inside eating their leftovers from last night. We went out to dinner with my aunt, who was in town from Tennessee. So they're inside eating leftovers. Like I said, I'm going to go ice my finger again, and then either we can come out and work on the garden, or she'll start working on the side house and show you guys. But that's kind of where we're at since we stopped filming. Because I see you guys on that time lapse of us moving that corner rack, and then I haven't picked you guys up since. So that's where we're at. We got, you know, some stuff done. We're gonna see what we can get done in the current state. Catch you guys in a little bit.
So guys, I figured I'd pop back. We've kind of taken some downtime, haven't done much, but I said that when I got to the front to work on the mint lemon balm patch, I'd kind of show you what it looked like. I was going to show you a fast look at what it looks like over the winter with all the weeds in it. I'm going to pull those weeds out, see if we still have mint and lemon balm. They say don't plant it in like open areas because you can't get rid of it. So this was my attempt of keeping it year-round, but keeping it contained. So this is the current state of the patch, full of weeds. I don't know what's all in there that survived. From looking at it, I do see some lemon balm right here. That's definite lemon balm. I know I saw some mint up there, so we're going to pull these weeds out and see what it looks like. We'll be back. So, I pulled all the weeds, there were a lot of them, out of this bed. And the mint did survive, so did the lemon balm. I think we still have all three varieties of mint. We had chocolate, spearmint, and I think wintergreen. I don't know how you tell the difference, honestly, besides smell. There's definitely at least two different varieties in there because of the smell. You can smell that mint when you start pulling the weeds even. It is a prolific plant that tends to spread. Both of them are supposed to be. The mint definitely spread more than the lemon balm, but it did what it was supposed to do. There's more plants there than what I started out with, but there's still less than what I expected. But it's in a weird kind of sandy type soil. Didn't know if it was going to survive, so I'm happy it survived. It's doing what it's supposed to do. It's keeping it contained from going throughout my whole garden, my whole yard. So I'm going to show you what we got, and I'm happy with the results. Still a little bit of the weed remnant left out here, but we've got this corner here, which is where I planted the lemon balm, and majority of this is lemon balm. Like, that's the lemon balm there. But there is mint mixed into that. This stuff here is mint, different stem, different leaves. I didn't plant any mint on this end, so it's doing what it's supposed to do. It's literally kind of branching out through the soil, like that one is there. So we got mint mixed in with the lemon balm down there. I kind of knew eventually it was all going to kind of be mixed. I didn't have any mint in the center here, so you can see a little bit popping up there. Most of the mint is down here. I think that's chocolate, because I think I planted the chocolate in that spot. So I believe that's the chocolate, and then who knows what else is chocolate. But there's a little bit of mint there, a little bit there. Not nearly as much as I expected there to be, but I also might have pulled some of it on accident. But it still came back, and it is spreading. So I'll take what we got. If it takes us a little while to get a whole bed of mint and lemon balm, no big deal, because honestly, we didn't have any high expectations. But that bed is cleaned out now. I'm going to water it because it's very dry. And we're going to see what happens throughout the summer. We'll update you on how it spreads. But it's looking pretty good. I'm going to take you to the back right away. The other thing we've got to do, and we're trying to figure out right now, we planted raspberry bushes last year. No, I think it's been 2 years at least. And we just haven't gotten any berries. They are spreading into our yard. They're taking up half of our yard at this point, but there's just no berries. So this is all raspberry bushes here. They were originally all behind this fence here. There's barely any back there. It's like they spread into the yard instead. Maybe that's where they prefer to be, but that's not where I want them to be. So I want to figure out what I'm going to do with that. I was thinking of using those raised beds that are back there, using one of those for raspberries, or two of them, or putting them in the front bed. I'm not sure yet. I've also got to repot this guy here. That is a prickly pear, Northwest Indiana native. It can live outside even in the winter, but it's not doing so good in that pot. It needs to get into something bigger. It was supposed to happen last year, just never did. But then we did do the strawberries previously into one of these beds. This is our strawberry patch. And looking through there, there's definitely strawberries. Let's see, I'm sure you can see there. They came back again. There's some weeds in there I gotta clean out. But we're getting some strawberries, so I'm okay with that. So, just gotta figure out what we're gonna do with the raspberries. We got blackberries in the garden. We'll see what we do. We'll come back in a bit.
Alright guys, so we're going to wrap it up. It's 8 o'clock at night, a little after. Not a whole lot done, but fingers feeling better. Well, a little bit better. Still hurts. We got a little bit of wood split. We got the rack cleaned off like we wanted. We got oak stacked onto it like we wanted. We
got the side of the house cleaned up with the mint.
We got some pallets laid down here by the shed, which is inside the garden area, which we've never had wood inside here. It's kind of what it is. We did get not a whole lot done, but there's a raised garden bed over there. She burnt all this. Is kind of mowed down a little bit, and then just kind of messing around a little bit. I got some rototilling started, but I did get a little bit started, not much. Just trying to clean out the teeth or the
Tines, I think.
Whatever they're called. Just trying to clean it out. She rototilled last year and then put it away all clogged up. So instead of all the tines their teeth or whatever, it was just one big round barrel of gunk. And she put it away like that. So I had to get it all cleaned out. That's kind of what that was. It was dry from sitting in the shed all year. Figured beat it against the ground, it'll knock itself out. But we're gonna have a lot of work. We're gonna have a lot of work. All this has got to get rototilled out, and then like this is rototilled, and you can see all the green. So all that green is gonna have to get raked out, and something's gonna have to get done with it. But this whole area has been rototilled, and you can barely tell. So we got our work cut out for us. Again, camera's kind of being funky. It's getting a little later. Sun's going down, but
we did get some of like the woody stalks and thorns and burr bushes and that stuff out of here and chipped up.
Yeah, we actually tried out this little guy right here. Mason. It does not like green stuff, but I mean the woody stuff, the actual like dried wood chunks, wasn't too bad. But it's like green, lively stuff, it does not like. I mean, the actual like wood chips, it wasn't too bad. It's I don't know how old it is, but it's Craftsman. Probably safe to say it's fairly old.
It's definitely old. It came from an estate sale we worked, and the man that had it is in his upper 70s. So it's not a newer one, I guarantee that.
Yeah, we probably, instead of rambling on anymore, we could probably close it.
Hopefully this week we'll get this garden under control and start planting, because we really do need to get the stuff in the ground.
Yeah, so probably next video we'll be rototilling this up, probably raking it out. Hopefully the next video that comes out will be us getting this garden whipped back into shape and then ready for planting. Maybe, depending on how bad this all ends up being, maybe we'll do a little planting in the next video. But
yeah, I'm hoping by the end of this week we'll get some stuff in the ground, hopefully by the weekend.
But we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Appreciate you guys stopping by, checking us out. It's been a while, I know it. We're bad. Hopefully, I keep saying it every video, I keep saying it, we're gonna get better. I'm gonna do my best to make sure we get better. So appreciate you guys stopping by, showing us a little love. We'll catch you guys on another one. Stay positive. Appreciate you guys. Peace.
See you later.